Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 28th of February 2021. I'm going to use the Herbal Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what these cards want you to be aware of today. And I do use the little guidebook for this deck to give me the meanings of the herbs that appear in the cards. So let's have a look at what they want to say. First, we've got the Tower. Then we've got Yarrow, which is the Ace of Wands. And the Star. Okay, we have some major energy here. We've got two major arcana cards. The Tower is a significant upheaval in your life. You can see lightning striking this tower and it has a big impact. The Star is also a major arcana card, and it refers to that fundamental ability you have to heal yourself, to detox yourself, and to really rediscover yourself amongst everything that's going on. The Ace of Wands is a gift from the universe when it comes to your life purpose and passion. Imagine you're walking around on these moors here, and suddenly the clouds open up and one ray of light just surrounds you and the whole area is dark and you're completely illuminated and you're warm and you feel happy and you feel like life is good. That's what the Ace of Wands is about. It's that energy that comes in, that fills you with light, that says life is good. The process of living is amazing and wonderful and beyond what you can imagine. So really put yourself out there, devote yourself to something you care about, and really make it happen for yourself, because that's the way you can bring light into the world. So it's not just about being rescued by some sort of benevolent higher power that adores you and you know, creates miracles for you all the time. It's really having that light inside of you and using your consciousness to create miracles on your own. So then you embody that energy and you feel amazing in the process. Okay, so the Tower is really about Saturn in astrology. It's the structures and the rules and the things that you've worked towards, the way you see yourself, the way you interact with other people, the unspoken contracts that are in place. If you're a shy person, then there's some sort of assumption that you need to kind of make yourself smaller and not make any waves if you're going to succeed in social situations. And it's all based on a certain belief. So the Tower, it gives you the opportunity to really have a spring clean in your mind and to blast away the cement. In a practical sense, it can often be very uncomfortable. The Tower can signal things like the end of a relationship, or big news coming in, or starting a new job, or finding out that you have less in the savings account than you thought you had. It's really something that generates a major emotional response in you. You can see these two people being thrown from the tower. So it feels like the structures and the securities and the things that you can rely on in life are gone. And that makes sense then that we've got the Ace of Wands in the best case scenario, because when you realize that something's gone, the best thing you can get out of that is to realize that there's now space for something wonderful to come in, where you can build a tower that's far more flexible and adaptable. If you compare this structure with this yarrow twig, that is going to be far more long term, because it moves with the wind, and when things change, it changes along with the circumstances. This doesn't. So there's a clash between where you're at in your life and things that are still in your life that are based on past decisions. So we've got garlic here with the Tower. Let's see what that's about. I think garlic is an anti-inflammatory, isn't it? Where are we? Temperance, the Star, Pan, the Tower, garlic. Garlic's strong odor will cut through most blockages and obstacles. Thus, it is the herb of breakthroughs. A stimulant, an aromatic, a carminative, a tonic, and an emmenagogue. It is used for digestive and circulatory problems and lung and bronchial infections. Mars. Mars is the soldier, it's upheaval. We've got breakthroughs. So it's more about breaking through a wall rather than losing a big structure that supports you. So it's more of a partition, something that separates, a structure that keeps you apart from other things and other people. That's what's being blown up today. And it energizes you. It gives your imagination a nice rattle around. It heals. It's coming to terms. It's about integrating all of the energy that is, the things that don't work, where you are now, and really saying, okay, I'm going to put all of these together. I know there'll be a clash, but that's important because I don't want to walk around my life with a bunch of baggage. I want to be free to kind of enjoy my time, and therefore I only can support structures in my life that actually hold me and that make me feel safe and that benefit me in some way. Yarrow, the Ace of Wands, then gives you the opportunity to find yourself amidst all this upheaval and change. It's like throwing your whole life up in the air, and when things come down again, questioning which ones are good and which ones aren't, and only hanging on to the good stuff. The extra space means that the inner fire can reignite, and you can really find either a completely new passion or a renewed sense of passion when it comes to your life and what you're doing with it. Ace of Wands, Yarrow. Diaphoretic, astringent, vulnerary, antispasmodic. Used to promote surface circulation and sweating for colds, flus, and fevers. So it's a way of detoxing. Yarrow will also relieve internal congestion and thus relieve menstrual cramps. So it soothes. Oh, I didn't know there were divinatory meanings underneath. Victory, as the wise saying goes, before enlightenment, chopping wood and carrying water. After enlightenment, chopping wood and carrying water. Fulfillment in simple things. Cloud, sunlight, nature. So it's enjoying the simple things in life and being happy. I didn't realize there was a meaning associated underneath. So I'm just going to go back to the tower here. Symbolically used for personal breakthroughs in relationships, becoming more attentive, being knocked off one's position of arrogance, making humble, preparing the way for true realization, awakening to the truth. Okay, so if you realize that something doesn't work for you anymore, you have to be kind of attentive to yourself and your own life, and you have to be willing to change, and arrogance isn't going to work. So I really don't think that arrogance is going to be a problem for you today at all. It's really facing things that are uncomfortable and that make you kind of overheat internally and that make you want to break out in a sweat. And it's actually being able to release that energy, creating the inner space to focus on new things and taking action rather, to let go of things that no longer work. So that's sometimes uncomfortable. If you have a friend who's a terrible friend and you have to cut off the relationship because it's really just costing you, then that's not going to be a comfortable conversation, but ultimately it makes space for the sunlight to come back in and for you to breathe and to live. Finally, we've got the Star, and the Star is a card that says you have to detox if you want to shine your own light brightly. So you really have to do well, you don't have to do anything, but if you want to feel lighter and more positive and like you have detoxed and you're being your true self and you're carefree, then really look at the things which cause you consistent pain and garlic those out of your life. So kind of think of it as inflammation, and you're just kind of calming all of that down in this situation by saying, okay, I'm not going to torture myself with this anymore. I'm going to let it go. Let it go. That's super important. That creates that new space. And then you're able to detox those negative things. You have the strength to get through those situations. No, I'm not going to sign the new contract. No, we're not going to move in together. No, I'm not going to let you talk to me like this anymore. No, I'm not going to treat myself like this anymore. All of those kind of things, making a commitment to yourself to only have positive structures. You're able to shine your light, and you're much more passionate in your life, and you're connected to your true feelings. Skullcap. Skullcap calms the mind and heart and prepares the way for meditation, a nervine and an alterative. It relaxes the nerves and counteracts addictions. Aquarius ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So Saturn is the tower, remember? Uranus is blowing things up and chaos, and it's making space. So that's the main thing today, that you make space for your true self and that you don't let yourself be tortured by things that don't work for you. Aquarius is humanitarian, so you're doing the best thing for yourself and for others, so you can really trust your own intuition. Symbolically used for the need to look inward more, to focus on that which is subtle within oneself in order to find inner peace. Well, you have to do that because something forces you to look inwards. So you don't have to force yourself to become contemplative or meditative. Something forces you to contemplate your circumstances, and it's by letting it go and allowing it to exit your life that you create this new space. So don't hang on to things. Symbolically, okay, we've done that. Divinatory meanings, meditation, distant vision, goals, dreams. Yeah, so it's like a detox before you march down the aisle. You know, it's like getting yourself purified to really start something new. So you're completely aligned with yourself because of this purification process. And that means you can really get excited about something that truly, truly nurtures you. 16 and 1 is 17. And another 17 is 34. 3 and 4 is 7. 7 is the mind and creativity. So go with the flow and let things go that don't work for you. And be teachable, be adaptable, be willing to change your mindset. And you're really going to be winning on this day. So have a wonderful Sunday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.